Hi, it's Jodine Sher of Lifeology, your personal transformation coach, and we are at the end of 2021. So first of all, take a breath. It's really been quite a year. 5 energy is not easy, and thank you so much to everyone who has joined me through the whole of the year so that I could guide you through the universal energy of 2021. When you add all of that together, by now you should know that it becomes a 5. Now, in 2022, we step into a 6 energy. There's an interesting twist with it, and it's also important to know that we have all of these 2s that lead us into the energy of 2022 and this 6. Let's have a look at the 5 first, and what we should have done or given our best efforts in order to do if we really aligned and connected consciously with the universe. How do you align and connect consciously with the universe? It's easy. You really take responsibility for the choices that you're making, and you focus your energy to feel out whether you are living your truth. And your truth should be leading you to fulfillment and joy. Fulfillment is the things that you do with your time that create a living, create a lifestyle, create the foundation for you. And your joy is the gaps in between, the things that you do, the people that you have, the way that you spend money that makes you happy. So through 2021, the 5 energy was calling for us the whole time to find the freedom to be who we authentically are, to really live into the truth of our character and our traits, who we were born to be. And we are not a mystery. We are perfectly designed in a soul contract because of that time of birth. Even if you don't know your exact time of birth, there's so many ways to figure out who you were born to be. And with that, even if we're completely unconscious and don't have all of the tools, the universe is energetically connected and navigating us to our authentic selves. Any places in our life where there is not happiness, not flow, any kind of resistance, it's because there is an energy that we are supposed to be, and there is an energy that we are fighting to be. And if we surrender to be who we are supposed to be, which is really what the calling of 2021 was about, then we start to see the places where we can find that fulfillment and joy. Big thing with 2021. We had to brave choice, we had to embrace change, and we really had to be free to be who we deserve to be, who we were born to be. So if you can relate to some of that, then what we do in a 6 energy, when we step into 2022, is we connect into the energy of, now that I've processed all of this and I understand so much of what makes me happy, what doesn't make me happy, I've found some of my voice, I have found some of my authenticity. 2022 becomes the year where we test that within our environment. So the 6 energy is always about balance. It's about heart. So if you do any kind of energetic work, if you focus on the body and the energies, then so much of that energy does need to go to the heart this time around. And then the other big thing with the 6 is to really see the places of responsibility. Because if we are taking responsibility in places that doesn't make us feel at home with ourselves and at home, authentically, genuinely at home with other people, then eventually we get to a place of resentment. We can come back from many emotions, but it's really difficult to come back from resentment. So this is the big focus for this year. 2022 also has all these 2s, and the 2s are about partnership, relationship, very much about collaboration. So find the places where you want to collaborate, the people that you want to collaborate with. And then we're looking for places of codependency. And the place where the 2 lines up with the 6 is the places where you may be taking too much responsibility. So through the year, it's about relating to yourself, but feeling within the heart center Now that you know authentically who you want to be, even if you aren't fully sure and there's still some work that you're carrying over from 2021, that's perfect. But you're going to be testing it through the year of 2022. And what you're looking for is that your internal harmony and what you desire creates an external harmony and environment. And if it doesn't, are you standing in the truth of who you are, remaining consistent and sticking to that authentic self that you have started to discover? Or will you allow the ego to take some of those traits, bring them back into the shadow so that there is the external harmony? But then once again, you might find yourself down the line, depending on how much you are managing to pull the wool over your own eyes, not tell yourself the truth, tell yourself stories that sound like they are so much like reality. Eventually, we have to get to a place, or we should. It's our soul's calling. It's what makes life so beautiful. To get to the place where we know that we have the right to have the balance of internal and external happiness and harmony. That's what 2022 is all about. It's also about daily balance. So it's about making sure that you make time through your day to not only do the hustle, but also be creative. Make sure you get your health and your wellness and your well-being in. It's going to be a very important focus in the year because the 6th energy holds all those different aspects of balance, which is very important. Then, when it comes to the astrology of 2022, we had the really big changes at the end of 2020. We always have retrogrades through the year. So if you go to lifeology.biz to the blog section, right at the top, you'll see the moon phases. And when you go in, you'll be able to diarize all of the retrogrades, as well as diarizing all of the moon phases. We are focused on this 4 important moon phases, five important moon phases, being balsamic or dark moon, which is 72 hours before the new moon, then new moon, first quarter, full moon, and then last quarter. Through the year, I will be guiding and supporting you if you are either working with moon phases to create the life that you want, or if it's a mystery and you would like to know how to do it. But through the astrology, what 2022 is very much about is about settling into some of the major changes of astrology that have taken place over the last couple of years. What's important to note is that Venus goes retrograde every 18 months, right? So we are stepping into 2022 in a Venus retrograde, and it will stay with us until just before January ends. Keep up with me with the energy update for January to make sure that you see how to best use the Venus energy. And then what's really important, which I'm so excited and thrilled about, is that we are launching the monthly membership for you. It's come from a place of request where people have got this taste of the energy update or the weekly energy update every Sunday. I put either on the blog, on YouTube, Apple or Spotify podcast, and people tell me that I'm on a whole lot of other podcast places. So thank you very much to the universe for spreading it out like that. And I do the energy update. So did you understand the numerology for that period of time and the key aspects of astrology that will help you to energetically be conscious and do the work, the shadow work, to really bring about transformation? That is the reason why I use numerology and astrology, is because it helps us and guides us to find the shadow and see the places where we need to do the work and do the healing. So I'm also going to be talking about, in February, I'm also going to be talking about the natal return of the United States, because it's having its Pluto return. And that's going to be something that everyone's talking about. So we need to understand what's going on with that. And then also, when the nodes change, the nodes of the moon, I love working with the nodes of the moon. If you have an astrology chart done with me, I do your birth chart and we look for the shadow work that needs to be done, and we look for the soul contract and what the ego could potentially do with what is unfolding in your life according to the contract that you made with all these planets and with all the energy around you. If you want to have a conversation, a bigger conversation about that, I would absolutely love to have a bigger conversation. But when we see the north and the south node in your chart, and when we see how it changes for us collectively, then we can see the places where we need to let go of certain things and heal the past, and then what we need to brave into the future. The south node is letting go and the north node is braving. So we're going to be talking about the Pisces, we're going to be talking about the north node entering Aries, which really is a big thing. So with that, we're ready for 2022. What I would like to remind you is to please stay in touch. Have a look out for the monthly energy, for the monthly newsletter that comes out. If you want to join the monthly newsletter, please pop onto the website, go into the blog section. We do very different messages in the newsletter. You're not getting it anywhere else. You get it once a month. And I have had a beautiful request. Sometimes people are saying, Jodine, we don't always catch the things that you post out on social media. Sometimes I get intuitive messages from money. I also get messages through meditation when I'm being quiet and I listen intently for all of us. Those will also be posted out every once in a while. And then to know that the monthly membership is here to really support you. It will go deeper into how to make the most of the numerology and the astrology. And for any of our clients who have worked with us, with Greg and myself across the board in any way, please make sure that if you don't hear from us right at the start of the year with a discount code, for you to have a discount on the increased prices for all of our services, make sure that you get hold of us. Thanks to your loyalty and your support through 2020 when the transformation coaching really kicked off for me, and through the whole of 2021, we are gifting you with a discount on the services that we can offer you in any way, shape or form through the whole of 2022. And with that, I wish you a brave and bold and enlightening 2022. And most importantly, through the energy of the whole year, I wish that you find the balance between your heart's desires and the response from your environment, from all those people who you are worthy of being loved by at the place where you want to meet them, and you do the same in return. Take care and stay safe.